Allen, or Balks.
Good afternoon. My name is Alan Pubalo from Cathedral City. Thank you for having us. I'm proud to say that a year ago today, Cathedral City had an ordinance that allowed sanctuary cities, and my husband, council member Shelley Tappa, spearheaded that effort. The attendance at that meeting had never been bigger. We had to actually stop people from going in because of the fire ordinance. I've always found Jan Harnik, city council member here, charming and respectful, but this attempt at scaring people into voting for her while diminishing her opponent with a terrible assassination.
Let me ask you for sure consideration for the business of the city. This is not about campaigning or political candidates. Can I ask you to direct your comments to the business of the city, please, rather than campaign?
Well, you've got a city council member that's running for office, and that affects our community.
If you could relay your comments to the city or to this council, that's fine.
It's public comment. It's a public comment. I didn't know there was a limit to my free speech.
Well, as you saw at the beginning, the oral communications portion is limited to items that relate to the business of the city. It's not a free-for-all.
You know, the city making it worse. You never know that by making a comment, it's just going to go to the press and make it even worse.
Mr. Cabal, I'm trying to never respect.
I understand that, and I'm trying to speak on my piece.
So I'm asking you to please direct your comments to matters that relate to the conduct of this city. It's your choice whether to do so, not just
Thank you.
politely and with respect.
Yes,
Please do that.
Thank you. And I said that since you're a member of city council and so is Ms. Harnik, that affects the city and it affects the valley.
And that's reasonable. And of course, I will allow you to proceed, but I will admonish you.
I understand.
If I deem that there aren't any disrespectful,
No disrespect.
then I will move on to the next speaker. Please, then your time will start.
I'm sorry?
Your time will start you from zero.
Okay, thank you. Well, she has, I'm sorry, gotta go back here.
Sure.
This attempt at scaring people into voting for her while diminishing her opponent with a character assassination so vile, a cheap shot of racism overtone to her campaign. This will forever darken her hopes for a viable political future, in my personal opinion. While she has a very good chance of winning, perhaps in the city of Corona, or from this turnout and from the support that we're gaining, the campaign, the smear campaign, the racist campaign, is beyond disgusting, in my personal opinion, beyond fake news and so divisive, she'll, in my opinion, will never recover from this. Our country is divided right now. That instead of taking a high road to unify our diverse ethnic community, our city has 60% of Mexican families. What we'd expect from true leadership is taking a high road. Instead, Ms. Harnik taps into fear, hatred, racism, low-level scare tactics. We're not Charlottesville. We are not holding pitchforks and tiki torches. Shameful behavior from someone who has garnered respect from lots of Republicans and lots of Democrats and lots of independents, progressives. I respect you. Our entire valley will never sit still for campaign racism, for campaign homophobia, for any form of political scare tactics that cheat on the dignity of servitude. I have addressed Ms. Harnik. I've respected her. I have honored her for raising an amazing young woman that came to our city council and addressed it in the most articulate manner. Leadership that was obviously taught by her mom. Will she take this type of leadership and spoil it for herself and her family? Please. Thank you very much. And by the way, he's the son of the fires that are going out, okay? And again, racism, dark-skinned folks, to a gentleman running against her that happens to be a dark-skinned
Thank you, Mr. Cabal.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for joining us, and I hope you bring the same energy to your fine city.
Oh, I do. Thank you.
The next part that I